Hello, I'm Trevor Alonso, and this is my reaction to the Bill and Ted Face the Music trailer. And I will talk about the ending of Bogus Journey. So this will kind of be a two-parter. I'm a big fan of Bill and Ted. I watched the movies, I watched the cartoon, I watched a short-lived live-action show, which wasn't that good. I missed out on the serial. Maybe for the release of this movie, they'll bring it back. They did it for Ghostbusters. Well, they brought back Ecto Cooler for the Ghostbusters. So let's start the hashtag, bringing back Bill and Ted cereal. The trailer looks excellent. I'm looking forward to the movie. It doesn't give too much away. They mention playing in front of the whole world. So this seems like a reference to the end of Bogus Journey. We see Bill and Ted have not written the music that saves the world. So they decided to go to the future where they've written it and steal it from themselves. And in the trailer they say it's not stealing if you're stealing from yourself. So I'm wondering if this is a rock and roll reference to John Fogerty being sued by his old record label for the song The Old Man Down the Road, sounding a lot like Run Through the Jungle. Yep, being sued for copywriting himself. It's possible. Again, I don't know if the filmmakers were actually referencing this or if they just wrote that in there. Bill and Ted is known for making a lot of rock and roll references. It looks like reality is falling apart because they did not write the music. We get a shot of their daughters. Death is back. Maybe they traveled to the end of the world because it looks like the apocalypse in the background. We do see some cool Wild Stallion stuff on his wall. So they got some kind of fame before this, or maybe it's something after. It looks like at one point they're playing at a wedding, possibly their daughters, or they're playing gigs just to make money. At the end we see Bill and Ted all jacked up playing at a prison. They ask themselves, how do you like our song? And they say, it's a bit dark, but that's okay. So we get an alternate Bill and Ted playing heavy metal. Maybe they did something to end up in prison. Or maybe it's like Johnny Cash. They only play in prison and never have gone. I'm gonna guess we're gonna see a bunch of different timelines. A bunch of cool different ways to do different styles of rock and roll with Bill and Ted. I'm gonna call it now. There's probably gonna be an alternate Bill and Ted playing country music. It's probably gonna be played as a joke. Because I don't really see Bill and Ted doing country. Maybe we'll see a blues Bill and Ted. Who knows? That would be cool. I noticed the princesses are not in the trailer, though I heard they are casted in the movie. And remember, they've always said that the princesses are in the band. So, they're gonna be playing at one point in time. I'm more than sure we saw a shot of the end of the movie, because in the one point where you see them rocking with guitars and death, it looks like they're wearing the same clothes they're wearing throughout the whole movie. And after playing that hard and great, I'm assuming that's their end song. That's gonna be my guess. Of course I've been wrong in the past. I'm wondering how they're gonna write around Rufus. Because George Carlin is gone, maybe they'll have some kind of a small memorial. And Rufus has always been a cool character. At the end of the first one, it's revealed he's a huge fan. And he's like, everybody is. He even got their autograph at the end. Rufus is almost like a Beatles fan. If he went back to the past and met John and Paul before they even became famous. And then helped them out along the way. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the thing that kind of bothered me about this trailer. It kind of bothered me about this whole movie. And that is the ending of Bill and Ted Bogus Journey. At the end, it shows them. They go to another time and place. They learn how to play music, they come back, and they're excellent, they're great, they're fantastic. And they literally play the music that saves the world right then and there. Or we assume that's what they're playing. And the music that plays during then is Kiss's God Gave You Rock and Roll, which is amazing. Kiss is always amazing to me. And watching that movie, even as a kid, I was like, oh, this is great, this is the greatest music ever. I didn't know it was Kiss. I kind of thought at the time, because I was a kid, that they were playing the music, but nope, it was Kiss. And they have this montage of showing Bill and Ted's further career. And they're putting the world in a great place. Like, they are doing all kinds of history-making things. And it seems like it's not that far into the future. It's like within a short time period and as their whole career. They even have a spot during the credits that it shows that there's a rumor that Bill and Ted were breaking up and it affects the world. So they prove they're not coming apart and it actually makes the world better. how are they gonna work around that ending is my question. Also, their band is pretty big, because people were like, wait a second, it's just 3 guitarists and a drummer. And I keep thinking to myself, does everybody just forget the end of Bogus Journey? They had a pretty big band. And some people just keep mentioning the Princesses and Bill and Ted. I'm like, no, their band got big. Did you not see Bogus Journey? Because you have the Princesses. That's 2. Bill and Ted. That's 4. You have Station. He looks like he's on like bongos or something. That's 5. You have Death, who's on a cello. That's 5. And it sort of seems like the 2 robot us's that they keep referencing in Bill and Ted Bogus Journey are part of the band as well. So that's 7 and 8. Though I don't see those robots actually playing anything. That's another thing. Like, no one's referenced the robots at all. No one's referenced Station. Did these guys just disappear after that? I mean, I hope at one point in this movie they go into a garage and the robot Bill and Ted's, the good ones, are just standing there doing nothing. I hope there's some kind of reference to those guys. So that's a huge band. Now, with all this being said, don't get me wrong, I'm excited for Bill and Ted 3. I'm excited for Face the Music. I do want to go see this. I'm probably not going to go see this in theaters because, let's face it, the theaters are not exactly cleaned into before time. And now with coronavirus and everything, probably still not that safe yet. I really do wish I could go to theaters to see it. And I really do wish I could see like all 3 in one night. But who knows, this might actually be the movie to save theaters. Everyone's guessing Christopher Nolan's Tenet's gonna save movies. Maybe this movie could do it. Maybe this movie could not only play the music that saves the world, but also plays a movie that saves movies. So now it sounds like I'm putting a lot of pressure on Bill and Ted, but no, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Also, on another note, Missy. They show in the credits that Missy marries the bad guy from Bogus Journey. So that means she married both Bill and Ted's dad, divorced them both, and now is married to the bad guy. So I'm wondering if they're going to have some kind of joke that she's married like 5 or 6 different times since then. Okay, even though I'm still wondering how they work around Bogus Journey ending, or if they're going to write this to where they fix time and it kind of takes place between those credits that shows stuff that fills in the gap somehow, or if we're supposed to forget the ending of Bogus Journey somehow, but not really. I don't know, but I'm gonna go see this. I'm gonna have an open mind. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm sure it's gonna rock. Kinda wondering if they're gonna use Kiss again to save the world, but who knows. I'm sure it's gonna be an amazing song they pick. Okay, so what do y'all think? Are they going to use Kiss again? Are they going to have great music in the movie? Do you want to see Bill and Ted 3? Do you want the cereal to make a comeback? Alright, I'm definitely going to check this out. Thank you for watching my video. And remember, be excellent and party on!